December again, time to get Christmassy. I was invited to a Christmas culinary event hosted by the Embassy of the Philippines. The embassy's officers introduced us to some of the local dishes.
Maulan ba sa inyo pag bumubuhos dito? Paumanhin at mukhang hindi ko.
It was a fantastic experience where I even got the chance to interview the ambassador.
Travel, read.
Having lived in China for over 50 years, he's probably more familiar with the country than many young people are.
So to you, what's the biggest cultural difference and biggest cultural similarity between China and the Philippines?
Well, I think the Chinese typically are shy in the beginning, reserved. Of course, once you break down the ice or the wall, I know the Chinese can be quite friendly and warm. The Philippines, on the other hand, tend to be very outgoing and spontaneous. Now, the Chinese, of course, have your own, admirable traits. You are hardworking. You are very focused on improving your lives, families' lives, and in a way, that's our similarity. Like the Chinese, we Filipinos also love a good life. We love our family. We love the community. And like the Chinese, we love harmony. We want to get along with everybody.
You moved from journalism to diplomacy.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing some words of wisdom?
Well, to the young people, Filipinos, Chinese, and any young people, I always recommend that they, well, of course, open their minds, remain curious, have a logical mind, don't believe anything you see online, especially. But being curious also means that you probably want to learn a foreign language or two, as you did, because it does open minds. My experience is learning Mandarin in China. My mind kind of opened up, and I begin to realize the diversity of our world, and that in fact we can learn from each other. We can learn much from other countries, other cultures. So that's one advice. The second advice, I would like to encourage the young people to love your family, especially your parents. I advise them to call your mother or father often and thank them for bringing you up, to give back to your family, but also to give back to the community, to the country. And then, because I think youth nowadays, there's so many things going on in our lives, right? But so you need to focus. Of course, you want to learn as much as you can, be a generalist, know a little bit of everything, right? But at some point, you need to specialize. You need to be good at one thing, to be very good at one thing. So either you're a very good doctor or teacher or journalist or diplomat. Having been a journalist for 30 years, I've learned so much. And in China, I've seen so much. I've been very fortunate to have been a witness to many landmark events in China and to see China evolve.
Can you please share something of your experience as an international student studying in Beijing University, Peking University, when you were young?
Yeah, well, okay. So when I was studying then, of course, I was very naive. I was young, but also inexperienced, and I realized that entering the university at that time opened so many windows in my mind, meeting students, Chinese students and other foreign students, and learning the language, and more than that, learning about a culture that was initially very alien to me, but it also tested my ability to adapt and to absorb as much information and experience that was open to me. So as a foreign student in China, I believe that if one has a chance, as I did, you should maximize the opportunity to meet a lot of people, a range of cultures, diverse cultures, and then learn from them, pick up from them, and then at the same time find your core personality, your core values, because only by comparing can you appreciate your own. And I believe that's what many foreign students will acquire through that experience.
Fantastic. I think you are essentially encouraging people to, look out there and have a look and see what's out there.
Travel, read. I think those are some of the things that have brought so much benefit from me.
I learned so much from him and had an absolutely marvelous time.
Sa paglipad at pagbagsak ng